Jedi, the Council sees you've arrived on Tatooine. Good. We can't waste any time. Tatooine is a vast desert world where survival is often precarious. Master Eris Vossen, one of the Jedi's best cultural explorers, was there when he dropped out of contact with the Council.
Has he exhibited any symptoms of the plague?
No, but he was a member of the expedition to Malachor III, as were Master Yuan and the others. Cultures must perform a delicate balancing act to even survive on Tatooine. Master Eris came to Tatooine to study that balancing act. If this illness has claimed him, it would be a great loss to the Jedi Order and threaten the groups he was sent to study.
Any idea where I should begin my search?
Eris hired a guide to help him navigate Tatooine's treacherous deep desert and make contact with its residents. One of Master Eris's last reports was that his guide had developed the sand rot, an illness caused by prolonged repeated desert exposure. The guide's name is Rowan Delk, and he is currently recuperating at the Dreviat Outpost Medical Center. He's your best lead.
What if Rowan Delk can't help me?
This is your investigation, to handle as you see fit. Work quickly. Master Eris is vital to the Order, and if he has this plague, well, you, more than any of us, know what that means.
Tyrants, damn tyrants, the lot of you. Treating a grown man like he's a baby, like he can't take care of himself.
For a man who's supposed to be ill, he certainly is vociferous, which is to say, loud.
Lie down, Delk, and quit roaring. I swear a rancor with heartburn would make less noise than you.
I'll make as much noise as I want. Hey, Jedi! You a friend of Master Eris? Get Darth Nurse here off my back, will you?
Master Eris is exactly the reason I've come to talk to you.
You two can talk, but don't let him fool you into letting him walk, Jedi. He's got the sand rot, and bad.
Man breathes in a little sand, and after 20 years guiding folks through the desert, he suddenly can't make decisions for himself. What's it you wanted to know about Master Eris?
It's a bit of a long story.
I'm listening. Jedi plague? Begging your pardon, but I don't believe it. Sure, maybe some masters, but not Master Eris. He's the brightest, most level-headed guy I ever met.
We've seen this illness twist even the most level-headed Jedi Master.
Look, you want to talk to him? You're welcome to it, but I'm telling you, he's just as sane as you or me. When I left him, he was in the desert with them annoying little Jawas. Really impressed him how they managed to survive out there.
Do you know what Master Eris was doing with the Jawas?
Studying them, far as I can tell. Trying to understand their crazy little culture now. They're friendly folk, the Jawas. Even if they don't understand the meaning of the words private property. If Master Eris isn't still with them, I'm sure they'll help you find them.
That's quite enough of that. Allow us. That's quite enough of that.
Tati tusta toika broda, kuka wanzi. Pogwachi chapa chimpa, no ye makashisa.
If you didn't want trouble, you shouldn't have attacked me.
Magusa no pachonki fa, kuta jioto, India. Tuba tula busta, wo grandi tapio duni donkey.
I must know where he went.
Kakaninchi ya mi kuskoka. To hawa to punyo is, gimoto, segoto wupi wupi. Discluido pa, volta kepta yon kos paskapoya.
I think I know this desert walker.
India yo para pihota. La joba non botafa, abaki kurachi tu di konolia. Kuna wa wunda ya power kuka dorundi.
I'd like to help, any way I can.
Hopo mawanka tuduska, udwana wada suka kupa. Yuna liska chanaga wachi, kaspeina kontinka. Odruda maruya, tubatagi watima.
I believe this is what you wanted. I am quite honored.
Oh there, Jedi. Would you look at this? They let me walk around the clinic. Soon they might let me cross the street by myself. Any luck finding Master Ares?
I didn't find him, but the Jawas said he made this for you.
What's this? A message from Master Ares? Well, I know this encryption. Shouldn't take long to crack. Oh, there. Here to see what he has to say?
Rowan, you've realized by now that I've left those most resourceful of creatures, the Jawas, in pursuit of greater things. I came to Tatooine to discover the secret to life. Not its creation, but its ongoing survival. How do some species thrive, while others fail? A great darkness is coming, Rowan, and to withstand it, we must know the answer to that question.
That phrase is familiar. Has Master Ares spoken of this darkness before?
Well, not to me, but there's more here. Maybe he explains it.
I believe that the Jawas, whose enduring civilization thrives in spite of Tatooine's harsh conditions, would answer that question.
Their technological prowess is quite the achievement, though their ability pales in comparison to my own. I wonder why he abandoned them.
But during my daily meditation beneath the pillars, I saw a vision on the cave wall that showed me the error of my assumptions. I now know the true original people of Tatooine, the warriors whose knowledge I will use to stem the coming darkness.
What is he talking about? Who are these people he's gone to?
You really want to find this guy, don't you? I don't get it. Sounds perfectly sane to me. Master Ares used to take lights out to a cave near the rock pillars at night and meditate. Sounds like that's when he had his vision. Well, you're a Jedi. Maybe you could do the same thing.
Visions don't exactly work that way. But I should have a look at this meditation site.
You can use my old dragon flares as lights. The cave gets pretty dark. Just be careful out there. Rumor is the sand people are getting riled up. Don't let them catch you with your lightsaber sheathed. Jedi! Did it work? Did you see Master Ares' vision?
What Master Ares saw wasn't mystical at all. It was a carving made by the Sand People.
A carving? Now, Master Ares never mentioned a carving on those walls. What did it show?
Let's see if I can explain this.
I'm listening. The Sand People are the oldest group on Tatooine? Doesn't say much for progress. Still, I bet none of them get the sand rot. I have a hard time believing Master Ares would do anything so cockeyed as working with the Sand People. At least the Jawas are good for droid repair.
I just need to find him, to make sure he's okay.
Wait. What did you say the symptoms of this thing were? Delusions? Paranoia? What, violence? One group of Sand People has been unusually aggressive lately. Normally they stick pretty close to their camps. I'm not saying I think Master Ares is behind it, but maybe it's worth looking into.
So where would I find these Sand People?
There's a farming settlement out at Malcolm's Dunes that's been reporting a lot of Sand People activity. I'll meet you out there. I know some of those folks, and I can help your investigation.
I thought you weren't supposed to go out into the desert.
Says who? Bunch of doctors never set foot outside of Anchorhead in their lives? Besides, it'll do me good. Don't care if it kills me. I'm tired of being an invalid.
What's happened here? Looks like some sort of massacre. Holiday, don't look!
Listen, Delk, we got broken vaporators, a pile of wounded, and our food stores are almost completely gone.
That lunatic said he was a Jedi and a friend of yours. We trusted him.
You better have a pretty good explanation for why this Master Ares keeps sending Sand People out to attack us.
That's the Jedi I'm looking for. Where is he?
Another Jedi? Damn it, Delk. Why do you keep leading them here?
Listen here. We've already lost too much to that Master What's-His-Face and his army of Sand People.
So why don't you just leave here, quiet-like, and don't cause any more trouble?
I don't want trouble. Just tell me what's going on.
I'm sorry, Jedi, but our trust is a bit worse for the wear at this point.
Well, Master Ares was nice enough when he came through asking to study the Sand People.
But ever since we pointed him to their camp, you could set your chrono by their attacks. We got nothing left.
The Sand People are your enemies, not me.
You suggesting we go out there and attack the Sand People? You want us to get killed?
Then tell me where Master Ares is so I can stop him. It's your only chance.
You know it's true, Malcolm.
Okay, fine. Seems we don't have a choice. I'll draw you a map, but I still don't trust you. I'll warn you, though. Master Ares did something to these Sand People. They're stronger, faster than any we've seen.
Well, I think I know where that is. I'll get some gear together and meet you out there. Maybe provide backup.
You have my gratitude.
Still can't believe the Master Ares I worked with is the same guy who's causing so much trouble.
For some exercise. Just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that.
Rowan, Jedi, you're about to witness it. After weeks of work, finally, an end to the darkness. These people, these marvelous, marvelous specimens have been tested, no, purified, in the crucible of Tatooine's harsh environs. They alone are the hope of the galaxy. Their strength, their society is the blueprint of our salvation.
What do you mean, blueprint?
They are simple, but long after the Empire and the Republic are gone, these people will remain. Their culture is built around strength. They cut the weak away like a societal cancer. Don't you see? It's the only way.
The Jedi Order has a responsibility, to weak and strong alike.
How can I make you understand? They are the ultimate warriors purified by hardship. We must follow their example and cut away everything that would make us weak in the face of our adversaries. The frail, the diseased.
You're not thinking straight now. Look, I'm sick, Ares. You gonna cast me out too?
I have no choice. We must fortify the Republic with its strongest members and send this army of light out against the darkness.
An army of light that neglects the weak is no longer light.
You fools! To oppose me is to reveal your own weakness. You will be cast out.
There must be a weakness. That's quite enough of that. Clearly you haven't heard of us.
No, wait. Before you strike the killing blow, listen to me. I hear Lord Vivica's voice. I've failed him, just as I failed my old friend Porcanus when he died.
Why does everyone mention Porcanus?
I don't know, but I keep thinking about our first mission. Our ill-fated mission to Malachor III. We were all weak. We all came under the thrall of the dark side. We did things we regretted, but Porcanus was our strength. As we tried to escape, I fell behind, and he ran back to save me. He became trapped. We had to leave him. It was my weakness that killed him.
It's hard to lose a friend like that, but you have to move on.
I'm trying to. That is the purpose of this project. Think about it. The Jedi Order spends so much time protecting the helpless and caring for the sick when we could be fighting the Empire. You must kill me. I was weak on Malachor III, and I'm weak now. But you must take my findings before the Council. Promise me that.
Let's see how you feel once Lord Vivicar no longer has a hold on you.
What? What was that? He's gone. Somehow you've driven Lord Vivicar away. I no longer hear his voice. I almost wish you hadn't done that.
Of all the ungrateful, impudent, this Jedi saved your life.
Lord Vivicar twisted my mind, and I'm glad to be free of him. Still, my discovery remains. From these Sand People, I have learned the key to building the unstoppable army. I feel I must bring these findings to the Republic, yet I can't shake this feeling that some truths are best left buried in the sand.
Using this information would mean the sacrifice of every good the Republic stands for.
You're right. These records are no more. Thank you for your guidance, and for saving me from Vivicar's grasp.
Well, Jedi, I'm glad Master Ares is alive and his own self. Best get back to Anchorhead myself. Sandrot's acting up and, well, frankly, sort of miss Darth Nurse's hollering.
Thank you for all you've done.
Good luck with whatever it is you're doing, Jedi. Hope you find this Lord Vivicar.
Master Ares has reported back to the Council. Good work. He speaks of discoveries on Tatooine. We intend to hear his full report when he returns to Coruscant. Did you discover anything more about the Plague Master, this Lord Vivicar?
Master Ares seemed to think that Vivicar was why he kept remembering Malachor III and his friend Parcanis.
A connection between the events on Malachor III and our current circumstances is clearly forming. The Council will continue its own investigation into the matter. Meanwhile, hurry to Alderaan. So long as Lord Vivicar has control of even one master, he will grow in power.
I understand perfectly.
Good. Do not delay. Every wasted moment works in Lord Vivicar's favor.
What are you planning? The Scorekeeper's Herald should witness such an act of reverence.
Ah, excellent. We have a mystery. A package was hand-delivered to the ship. No name, aside from mine. No return address. The package contained a letter on flimsiplast, sealed inside a glass capsule. Nothing else.
That's simply fascinating.
The capsule has a marvelously puzzling lock. I've never seen such craftsmanship. Once I get it open and read the letter, hopefully I can assuage my curiosity.
This is so exciting! I wonder who it's from.
Theron's technological work is famous. Perhaps someone's trying to get his attention.
I'll get to work on this lock. If you're right, we'll know soon enough.
Not even the Scorekeeper could resist.
Besade mohardas, bakavas, gurksasek, otrafelsbojek.
Kaizen and I have come to honor his father's remains. May we have some privacy?
Bakavas, spetod, rasmukresare ognok, rod oras, kajaba, gur unskala, oreflex, quajo raunor, do unskka. Janor forita, bisademo, rod orant, rockil urglex, knas. Quajo lambasas, pars botorak, modrex, gundakolua.
That still doesn't explain why we should have to go. We haven't seen your Dusk Shadow.
Skocharak mas osla, spetod tranis, gundakolua, your scalp pocket. Dos tanga rastak, shiver skorsk, gus, zonkalis, korraa. Tosha plumshik patna, shiver skorsk, bisademo, janor forita.
Indeed. If you want the glory of a hunt, you must earn it.
Wajur lambasas, pars botorak, modrex, gundakolua, pakrados, skuriak nunchek, nakrak. Skocharak mas osla, spetod tranis, gundakolua, your scalp pocket. Nafarsisi, odortikcha, morta vrapsa, gretas, wajur lambasas, pars botorak, modrex, gundakolua.
Jedi, the Council is pleased to see you've arrived on Alderaan. Until recently, Alderaan was a part of the Republic. Today, it's on the brink of collapse. Shortly after seceding, both the Queen and the heir to the Alderaanian throne were assassinated. A usurper, Boris Olgos, stepped into power, setting off a civil war.
I assume one of the Jedi Masters is here?
Master Sidoni Garen, one of the Jedi Order's finest strategists and diplomats, dropped out of contact briefly while on Alderaan. She's made contact since, but was evasive about her silence. Master Sidoni is brokering a peace on Alderaan. If she is suffering from the plague, it could jeopardize the entire peace process.
Do you have any leads on her location?
Master Sidoni was working with the head of House Organa's diplomatic corps, Hala Morgana. Find Master Sidoni and make sure she is well, that the peace process is not in jeopardy.
This is absolutely intolerable. I finally get that blasted capsule's lock open, and the letter inside? Pure gibberish.
Jedi, you can make this all better, can't you?
Listen to this. AH3, 20, SH4. And that's just one line!
The message is probably encrypted.
Yes, that's occurred to me too. But all our deciphering attempts have failed. AH3. 3. Ah. This isn't a message, it's a chemical formula. And the letter itself smells strange. I thought it was the capsule, but what if applying the chemical to the letter had some effect?
That formula looks very complex, and you don't have a laboratory.
An excellent point.
Oh, let me make that chemical. I can do it in a snap, and I simply have to know what's on that letter. I'll get started right away.
At last, an answer. However do you do it? Your very presence sparks my inspiration.
Does my presence spark anything else?
You bring out the very best in me, Jedi. You have ever since Nar Shaddaa. Let me express my gratitude properly. In private, perhaps.
There's already a woman in your life, Theron.
What Holiday and I have is complex. It has its pleasures, but there are simpler pleasures. No less valuable, but unconnected. So there's no need for concern.
Even so, I don't want to risk hurting Holiday. I'm sorry.
Then we were not to be? Please excuse me.
Welcome, Jedi. I'm Hala Organa, head of House Organa's diplomatic corps. And this is my younger, more handsome brother, Lou.
Please, Hala. You do yourself an injustice. Your age gives you a stately difference.
If I wasn't wearing my extra years around my waist, I might agree. Now, Jedi, how can I help you?
I'm looking for Master Sidoni Garan. I believe she may be ill.
She seemed fine last I spoke with her. Or you just missed her. She's at the Peace Summit. A peace summit on Alderaan. Imagine that. But I'll call her. The location of the summit is a secret for obvious reasons. But I'm sure she'd welcome your assistance.
Hala Organa, I'm sorry, but I'm very busy right now. The summit is just getting underway.
I was hoping I could join you.
You're Master Yuan's student, aren't you? It's wonderful the Council sent you to assist me, but this is a very delicate process, with no place for a Padawan.
I passed my trials, and I think the Council knows what it's doing.
Only official representatives of the houses may attend the summit. What would the other houses think if another Jedi from House Organa showed up? And I don't have time to debate, if you'll excuse me.
Master Sidoni, I'm sorry, Jedi. That's really not like her.
All the more reason why I need to get into that summit.
Yes, well, Master Sidoni said that only representatives can go. Unfortunately, Organa's representative is already there.
Hal, House Tyrol. You know, with the beautiful daughter. Couldn't our Jedi friend represent them?
Huh! My brother is a genius. House Tyrol is desperate for a representative, but the usurper Ulgo destroyed their hopes. If you could help them defend themselves against their enemies and return them to glory, I'm sure they'd make you their delegate.
Tell me where I need to go.
You'll find Lord Tyrol in his house's last holdings, an enclave near Ulgo lands and Killik nests. I will let them know you're coming.
And beware the Killiks. Those insect men have terrible tempers.
Chino hagwa buntacho, chubalong haku, ya saun kubas, taja bakta tunbonko.
Have you been hurt?
Kuseje sinchi, di nomano kava jeulwani. Wanta humpa, Murirava fupa jibampaula. Makinsali kikava dumpa stupa.
Let's get to it, shall we?
Makinsali kikava dumpa stupa. Wana wada blota wijawa. O wamawanka matuske. Buka kampak nijit. Tonka yiliska chanaga.
Are you Lord Terrell? I'm here to become your delegate to the Peace Summit.
Jedi, yes. Organa told me you'd be coming, but, well, this is... well, it's complicated. The whole house needs to approve a new delegate, and, well, they say they won't approve a stranger. Yes, of course, but House Terral has fallen so hard, we don't even have the strength to hope. It will take more than my word to convince them.
It is my privilege as a Jedi to serve House Terrell in whatever way I can.
Really? Well, all right then. After our original delegate was murdered and Ulgo drove us back into this hole, I'd almost given up hope myself.
Just tell the Jedi our plan, Father.
Right. House Terral's current position is precarious. Our enemy, House Ulgo, seeks our destruction. Their army is at our gate. House Terral needs a strong ally if we are to survive. We need House Organa.
I will speak to the Organas. I'm sure I can convince them of an alliance.
Well, that's the hitch. We proposed a marriage alliance to House Organa. My daughter Fasha would marry Lou Organa.
But House Terral is weak, and powers within Organa. Fear we'd drag them down with us.
We need to prove to Organa that House Terral can defend itself against its enemies.
We need a plan. Tell me, what are your resources?
I'm afraid you're our only source, Jedi. As I've said, House Ulgo's forces are at our gates, threatening to drive us out of our last holding. But Ulgo's commanding general, Astor Vox, is a mercenary with a loose definition of loyalty. If we can reach him, turn him, we can break the siege.
I will begin negotiations with Astor Vox immediately.
We have no time to waste. I will contact House Organa the moment I hear that the siege is broken.
I've come representing House Terrell. They want you to give up this siege and join them.
Well, isn't this a surprise? The Jedi have decided to involve themselves in Alderaanian politics. You must be pretty sure of yourself to walk into a room of highly trained commandos. But you should know that I don't do business with just anyone.
My word is good, as is House Terrell's.
I'm sure it is, but that's not my concern. The battlefield is the only true test of a person's worth. War, bloodshed, these are the fires and forges of greatness. I only negotiate with my equals. Besides, my men are itching for sport. Best a pack of my warhounds, and we'll talk.
You'd best keep your promise.
Excellent. I've not had the pleasure of seeing a Jedi in action. Release the dogs. What do you think, boys? That was a little too easy, wasn't it?
Aye. Let's see a real challenge.
I trusted in the Force to see me through.
I'm sure you did. Not that I expected anything less from a Jedi. Those dogs were old, weren't they, boys? You need to do better than defeat a pack of geriatric mutts. No, you need a real challenge. What'll it be, boys?
Droids! Droids! Droids!
Droids it is, then. These are the best Ulgo has. Beat them, and we'll talk.
If that is what I must do to earn your respect, so be it.
Droids! Activate attack protocols. Target Jedi. Excellent, excellent. I like your form, Jedi. But I'm not entirely convinced yet. Sure, you can beat a couple of dumb machines, but what about Ulgo's finest warriors? Smart, fast, highly trained, and hardened by battle. On my honor, this is the last time. Beat my champions, and we'll talk.
I've got plenty more where that came from.
Boys, you heard the Jedi. She's spoiling for a fight. Show her a good one. Most impressive Jedi. I didn't think House Terral had the resources left to recruit such a powerful ally. No hard feelings. If you knew how many fools come by offering me jobs.
Everyone needs to be tested every now and again.
Exactly. What makes us strong? Let me guess. House Terral would like me to stand down the army that's at their gates and perhaps join them?
Had House Terrell made an offer to you before? I'm surprised you knew.
I'm a mercenary. House Terral may be the only house on Alderaan that hasn't made me an offer. I was feeling slighted. You can tell House Terral that my answer is yes. It's been fun working for House Ulgo, but there's no glory in working for the biggest army on the planet. I'll call off my troops and meet with Lord Terral immediately. Don't worry, I know the way.
Jedi, thank goodness I've reached you. There's good news and bad news. The good news is everyone's heard how you impressed Aster Vox and broke the siege, including Organa. They've agreed to the marriage alliance. Now the bad news. Lou Organa has been kidnapped.
Then we have to get him back.
Exactly. The kidnappers were from Ulgo's ally, House Rist, Alderaan's most deadly assassins. An Organa-Teral alliance would be disastrous to Ulgo. They must have ordered Rist to kidnap Lou Organa to stop the alliance.
Surely Organa has planned a reprisal.
House Organa is preparing to attack House Ulgo, and if they do, casualties will be great and peace impossible. The entire peace summit will collapse, and with it, our hopes for an alliance. But if you're able to rescue Lou Organa on House Teral's behalf, we can still prevent a battle and secure our alliance.
I will do my utmost.
I have come to expect nothing less. Rist's assassins are uncanny, and you'll be going right into their nest. Be careful, but hurry. We need to beat the Organa attack, or everything falls apart.
Jedi! Thank goodness. I thought they were going to kill me. House Tyrell sent you, didn't they? They called about an alliance. I was riding to meet them and... well, thank goodness you're here.
Do you know what reason Rist had for kidnapping you?
No. No idea. Maybe something to do with the alliance? I was going to meet with House Tyrell to discuss the marriage alliance, when these assassins swooped in and knocked me off my Thranta. I woke up here. But were they trying to prevent the alliance? Who would want to do that?
Without the marriage alliance, I can't get to the summit. Maybe someone doesn't want me to go.
Who would care if you went to the summit? Though now that you mention it, as I lost consciousness, they were talking about Master Sidoni. But how could she be involved? It has to be a frame job. It must be.
I believe Master Sidoni is very ill. But if I can get to the summit, I hope to help her.
I just want to trust Master Sidoni. I'm sorry. My head. I still get these pains from the fall. I can't leave here until I know if Master Sidoni was involved. The kidnappers used to go into the other room to contact their employer. I'm sure we'll find a comm device there. We just need to see who they've been calling.
I told you, I can't. Oh, Jedi, I appreciate your desire to help, and I will be sure to praise your zeal to Master Yuan. But I am extremely busy right now. I can't afford interruptions.
Why is your hollow frequency in House Rist's computer?
I would assume it's because Rist was invited to the summit. Now, if you'll excuse me, Jedi, I have very important work to do.
Wait, Master Sidoni! I don't understand. What was her frequency doing here?
I assure you, Master Sidoni's not herself.
Should she be leading the summit, then? She could do something terrible. Please, I need to get out of this place. My head is killing me, and I keep looking over my shoulder expecting more assassins. I'll see that the Organa-Taral alliance is finalized, and that you get to the summit.
I don't understand. Why would you want to risk it?
Lord Taral, without risk, there can be no glory. The only way to avoid risk is to avoid war. But that's not very effective or fun, is it?
No, I suppose it isn't. Ah, Jedi, welcome back. General Vox and I were just discussing strategy. We haven't stood this proud since our house was young and building its first alliance with House Pantir. Thank you, Jedi.
The Jedi way is to serve.
You have our gratitude. Lou Organa and my daughter Fasha are getting acquainted as we speak. I spoke with the rest of House Taral, and the decision was unanimous. You are our new delegate. Congratulations.
Now I need to get to the summit and find Master Sidoni.
I have the packet the last delegate was supposed to use, but I don't understand its contents. Some coordinates and a data spike. It appears that you need to go to those coordinates and do something with the data spike?
I just hope she's not planning any tricks.
Just one moment, Jedi, if I may. We would like to ask one last thing. There will never be peace for House Taral as long as House Ulgo exists. If you're able to use your influence as a Jedi to convince the summit to strip House Ulgo, ensure they never hold a title again, we'd show our gratitude.
I don't want to do anything that will destabilize the peace.
Please, Jedi. House Taral has security now, but we still require justice. Good luck at the summit. I hope you find Master Sidoni well, and that all goes smoothly.
Manchi doti puna puna, kabuk nuni snemo.
I have Master Sidoni's permission.
Kabanotase makipuna, malituta udmishka.
So here it is, laid bare before you. The irrefutable evidence. House Ald has been conspiring against House Organa for years, preying on their good trust. House Thule is the reason the Pantir heir was assassinated. And House Ulgo is merely a puppet of House Rist.
Lies! All lies! There are holographic recordings, documents. You can't argue with hard evidence.
We trusted you. How dare you? You will meet our armies on the field of battle.
Please, everyone. There must be another way besides war.
Calm down. My brother's murder went unsolved for 20 years, and you expect me to sit across from his murderer and stay calm?
Just keep quiet, Jedi. I do this for the good of the galaxy. This is not the way. I am a strategist, Jedi, first and foremost. I live by variables and outcomes. I have calculated the future, and for the galaxy to have peace, there must be war on Alderaan. I will not be shaken from this course.
Let's not let this fall to violence.
No, this is it. The perfect, pure strategy.
You're a fouler liar than House Rist.
House Rist takes exception to that characterization. Murderer.
That was 30 years ago.
We had an alliance.
House Organa has heard enough. It's clear to us that there can be no other course but war.
Master Sidoni set you up for this. She would see you all destroyed.
This child is barely more than a Padawan. Disregard her.
Master Sidoni is the only one telling any truth at this summit. Don't insult her integrity.
You would defend her, Organa. You've always been a little too friendly with the Republic.
At least they didn't murder the heir to the throne.
We didn't murder anyone. Rist did.
Yes, Rist put that usurper on the throne, but you ordered the hit.
Usurper? Our reign is as legitimate as any other.
How can you judge each other when you've all committed the same crimes?
Easy for you to say, Jedi. You don't have any stake in any of this.
These accusations go back 30 years. 30 years of betrayal and treachery.
If you can't work together and trust each other at a peace summit, where can you?
Exactly. We can't trust anyone.
No, wait. Doesn't the Jedi have a point? We came here to make peace.
That was before we learned each other's true colors.
Was that really such a revelation? Every one of us was guilty of something. Surely we expected everyone else to be doing the same.
No, there must be war on Alderaan. The darkness is coming, and I must stop it.
Master Sidoni? Listen to her. She wants war.
Fight the illness, Master Sidoni. Come back to the light.
Jedi, if you will not agree to be silent, then I will silence you myself. The darkness is coming, Jedi. War must rage on Alderaan for 50 years, and only then can we put an end to the darkness. But you haven't won yet. Once you're out of the way, I'll make them see. No, I won't fail. Not again. I'm so sorry, Parkanis. I failed you. I tried to keep the darkness from coming, but I failed.
You're not the first person to mention Parkanis.
It's my fault Parkanis died. Malachor III. I miscalculated. He had to be left behind. He died because of me. Vivicar! My head! Please, I can't block out his voice any longer. You must kill me to silence him.
I won't kill you. But you don't need to hear his voice again either.
Jedi. What? How did you... I don't understand. My mind is clear again. And you're... weak. Will you be all right? What did you do?
Think nothing of it. I was only trying to help a Jedi Master.
You went above and beyond your duty, Jedi. For a while, I thought I was able to block Lord Vivicar's voice from my mind. If you hadn't been there with your calm sense, I don't know what would have happened.
Master Sia will be wondering how you are.
I will contact the Jedi Council. I'm sure they'll want a full explanation.
I think I can safely speak for all present when I say that the Summit applauds your efforts.
Indeed. But I have to say, Jedi, I'm at a loss as to how to proceed from here.
Let there be a truce, and let the Summit reconvene at a later date to work on a formal peace agreement.
The Summit will reconvene at a later date to discuss the details of a peace agreement. Thank you again, Jedi.
Jedi, I hear the Summit has agreed to continue peace talks.
Thankfully, the delegates saw reason.
Thankfully indeed. We all owe a debt of thanks to you and Master Sidoni. My only regret is there's no talk of removing House Olgo's noble status and lands once the war's over.
I didn't want to risk undoing the peace by inciting another conflict.
That was probably the wisest course. I just can't feel safe as long as Olgo commands an army. But what am I saying? House Tyral is far safer now with peace in view and Organa as an ally than we ever were. And I have you to thank.
I did what I had to do. Nothing more.
You've done House Tyral an invaluable service. I hope you will come visit us again.
Master Sidoni just checked in. She seems well, but very frustrated with herself. She reports that you were able to prevent war from breaking out on Alderaan, however. You've once again done very good work in a tense situation, Jedi.
I did my best, given the situation.
The Council has come to expect nothing less of you. Tell me, did you learn anything new about the Plague Master, Lord Vivicar?
Master Sidoni mentioned him, but she had no information.
I see. Master Sidoni was the last of the Lost Masters, and yet Vivicar still eludes us. Return to us here on Tython immediately, and we will discuss what you have learned. Lord Vivicar cannot remain hidden forever.
I have unfortunate news. I regret that our liaison must come to an end.
So Holiday has spoken to you.
An agreement has been reached. I cease any advances to you, and in return, Holiday will not electrify my bunk at random intervals. Our tragic parting only compounds my current troubles. Do you remember our mystery capsule and the letter? Holiday made the chemical just as she promised. I thought applying it to the letter was the answer. But when I tried, it completely dissolved. We are left only with vapors.
There must be something else you can try.
That chemical is the answer. I know it. But without another lead... Wait. The capsule the letter came in. I kept it to study the log. I could apply the chemical to that instead.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Your generosity does you credit, but I have everything under control. Holiday, come back online, my dear. We have a new avenue of enquiry.